Welcome to Fantasy Legends. My name's Scott, and today we'll be looking at High Summoner Braska, Yuna's father herself. Please remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get on with the video. Braska, even though he had passed away in the game, we normally see him depicted as a 35-year-old, tall and has blue eyes, of which Yuna inherits one of those. When we see him, he is normally wearing a big, large and an elaborate robe with shades of red made of broad overlapping petals with wide sleeves that cover his hands. He also wears a sash, which is interesting because on the sash itself, it has the A letter for Yevon's alphabet that actually symbolises Yevon itself. He also wore a white beaded bracelet, as well as obviously the traditional summoner's staff. Although, as I've previously said, that he's already passed away by the events of the game, we do hear people talking about him and have flashbacks of him. And he seems to be a very kind and cheerful man who desires peace and unity and willing to sacrifice his life for the future of the world. Another thing that we can sort of get from him is that he's a man of conviction, because he obviously loved his wife and she was now dead, which was very taboo for the Yevon faith, even up until Yuna's day. So the fact that he still married her shows that he was a man of conviction. She also suffered from this as well, as she was disowned by her brother and shunned by the other Albed, in addition to the rest of Spira not really liking either of them, as they were both declared as outcasts, really. Braska also seemed to really care about his guardians, Aeon and Jekt, that seemed to accept his choice at marrying an Albed, as we do not see anything that contradicts this in the game. We do not know a lot about Braska's past. We do know that he was a priest of Bavel who visited the Albed in the hope of improving relationships between them and the Yevonites. He fell in love when he was 27, eloping with the younger sister of Sid, the actual Albed leader at the time. As I said previously, this led Braska to be outcast from the clergy and his wife disowned by Sid, though tensions from the both sides did seem to go down a bit once Yuna was actually born. Another thing that we do learn is that when Yuna was 4, her mother travelled to try to mend these ties with her family and with the Yevon faith. However, her ship was attacked by Sin and she was killed. Because of this, Braska resolved to become a summoner and defeat Sin and stop anyone else from suffering what he just had. His choice to become a summoner was not met with joy, really. Most of the Bavel saw him as a outcast and would not recognise his half-breed daughter, and did not believe that he would even complete the pilgrimage. I don't know if that means that they couldn't actually stop him doing the pilgrimage, however, as it seems that they don't really have a choice in that. That comes from the actual faith itself. They choose who's worthy, I assume. You do get to see Lord Braska in a video spear he left for Yuna on Mount Gagazet, letting her know that whatever path she chose in life, he would be proud of her. When he came near to the end of his pilgrimage at Zanarkand, he found out the final Aeon was created by sacrificing one of his actual guardians and was then made into the faith. He did not want to choose, however, Jekt insisted on becoming Braska's final Aeon. Braska asked Aeon to watch over Yuna, wanting her future to be peaceful, happy, since he would not be there. After Braska made the sacrifice for the final summoning, his spirit descended to the far plane, and funny enough, statues were raised up of him in each temple in Spira. This shows how contradictory the Yevon faith can be, because even though he was an outcast, they ended up accepting him and holding him up in such high regard that they saw him as a figurehead to put statues up on each temple of him. So there you have it, Lord Braska's story. His is one of persecution and sacrificing himself. What do you guys think of him? Let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos. Thank you for listening.